Will Ferrell and Sofia Vergara join Steve Carell's Gru in Despicable Me 4 trailer? Despicable Me 4 drops its first trailer, introducing new characters voiced by stars like Will Ferrell and Sofia Vergara. Gru faces fatherhood chaos and a formidable nemesis. Brace yourself for another hilarious adventure as Universal and Illumination's Despicable Me 4 has released its first trailer. The animation film franchise revealed the trailer for the fourth installment of the most successful animation series franchise during the Sunday showdown between the Kansas City Chiefs and Baltimore Ravens AFC game. Will Ferrell, Sofia Vergara, Stephen Colbert and more join the franchise. Amid the trailer release, we've packed all the necessary details on the upcoming movie below. Despicable Me introduced new characters to the franchise voiced by several newcomers. Will Ferrell is set to voice Gru's new nemesis Maxime Lamal, and Sofia Vergara will voice Valentina, Maxime's girlfriend. Newcomer Madison Polan will play one of Gru's daughters. Stephen Colbert and Joel Feynman will also lend their voices to the new characters in the upcoming movie. Apart from the newcomers, those returning to voice their characters in the multi-billion-dollar franchise are Steve Carell, Gru, Pierre Coffin, Kristen Wiig, Miranda Cosgrove, Dana Gayer, and Steve Coogan. Directed by Chris Renaud, Despicable Me 4 continues the animated franchise that follows the life of supervillain Gru, voiced by Steve Carell. The first movie in the franchise featured Gru reforming his life and adopting 3 girls. In the second installment, Gru finds love with Lucy Wilde, voiced by Kristen Wiig. The third movie introduced Gru's twin brother Drew, also voiced by Steve Carell. In the newest installment of the franchise, Gru and Lucy welcome a fourth addition to their family, their son, named Gru Jr., who is adamant about making his father's life a living hell. As Gru navigates his son's mischievous antics, he finds himself confronting a new adversary, Maxime Lamal, voiced by Will Ferrell, along with Maxime's girlfriend, Valentina, voiced by Vergara. Script for Despicable Me 4 was developed by Mike White and Ken Dorio. Chris Meledandri with Brett Hoffman returned to producer duties again. Patrick Delige co-directed the film. Despicable Me will hit the theaters on July 3rd this year. It is the 6th installment in the Despicable Me franchise, which includes 2 Minions movies. Despicable Me 3 grossed $1.03 billion worldwide in 2017, and by doing so, it bested the Shrek series as the highest-grossing animated film franchise. Steve Carell's iconic Despicable Me character Gru has a new family member. Illumination and Universal Pictures have released the trailer for Despicable Me 4, the latest entry in the long-running Despicable Me and Minions animated comedy franchise. The new film comes almost 7 years after 2017's Despicable Me 3 and revisits Gru and his wife Lucy, Kristen Wiig, as they welcome a child, Gru Jr., into their family on top of Gru's relationship with adoptive daughters Margot, Miranda Cosgrove, Edith, Dana Gayer, and Agnes, Madison Polan. Aside from typical Minion mayhem, all seems well in Gru's household except that Gru Jr. does not appear to like his father very much until Silas Ramsbottom, Steve Coogan, appears and informs them that a new supervillain, Maxime Lamal, Will Ferrell, has escaped from prison and is threatening some form of revenge against Gru. While the family evacuates to a safe house, they also take on an adventure to pull off a major heist along the way. An official synopsis for the movie reads that Despicable Me 4 visits Gru as his family welcome a new member to the Gru family, Gru Jr., who is intent on tormenting his dad. Gru faces a new nemesis in Maxime Lamal and his femme fatale girlfriend Valentina, Sofia Vergara, and the family is forced to go on the run. The synopsis reads, "Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what People has to offer, from celebrity news to compelling human interest stories." Aside from Ferrell and Vergara, new additions to Despicable Me 4's voice cast also includes Joey King, Stephen Colbert, and Saturday Night Live's Chloe Feynman. The White Lotus creator Mike White co-wrote Despicable Me 4's screenplay with Ken Dorio, who has written each of the series' 4 movies. The new entry comes roughly 2 years after Minions. Rise of Gru, a spin-off of the main Despicable Me series, made $369 million at the domestic box office and was the 6th highest-grossing movie of 2022. That movie set box office records in its Independence Day opening weekend, per reports at the time.